Hello and welcome to Tallahassee, Florida. Just a spectacular day for college football and the house that Bobby Bowden built. The Florida State Seminoles ready to open another season at the Dome. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Seminoles' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Alabama's return team will have that offense backed up. This has an old school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention. But this guy's so good, he is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's Simpson. It's complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done. first down on the throw and catch.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's going to pass. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you've got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You've got to work the perimeter to both sides. You've got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. And they did right there.
He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown tie. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about starting the game and starting the season with a great moment? That's the way to do it.
Starting in style. What did you think about all offseason? Making big plays, scoring touchdowns, winning games? How about that? You want to build a dynasty? Do it week 1. Get that dub. Get in the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd down, going up top. Caught at the 25. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. He wants to throw. Looking left. Holds it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown.
And And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands, and the defense better do something different.
Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. A third down play to open up this quarter. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Seminoles will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the move, it's Adams. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the...
He's got it! Touchdown, Bama! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Keep it on the ground. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Here on third down for this offense. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Gibson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Knowles will snap it on 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. If he is tough to block with one guy, you might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Looking for a man. It's Glenn. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
He's got it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Back to pass, it's Glenn. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
You start with this type of field position and have to settle for a field goal. This is a big... He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, no!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. This passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal.
Makes a catch on the left. He's loose. At the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to commute.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll start this drive firing. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score now at 28, Florida State 21.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Now on second down. Motion from the offense. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And that's great defense to stop him short of the first down. It's so hard with a guy that fast to create the right angles, to make sure I keep the ball inside, and then everybody's got to run to the football. Great job by the defense.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense.
Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Now they'll... It's automatic. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just... Pull away. They're up by 10 over Ole Miss. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Power football with the run. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Back to throw, it's Mack. Floats it out in space. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Second and short now after that completion. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Low man wins, and he just smashed him. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole. This block getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Makes his connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown Tide. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go.
42, Florida State.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Fast motion from the offense. The give to the single back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Now they'll run the draw. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a... And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab enough for the first. And he's running in the open. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched. Switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David.
Looking deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama! And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Just about set to kick it away.
That makes the score Alabama 49, Florida State 35.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Glenn. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. fires into traffic. It's picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Hale. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
56, Florida State, 35.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a great play by the defense, and paying it off with the interception return. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Mack. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Florida State, 35.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real...
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. On the run, it's Hill. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Here we go with the run on 4th down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.